Hey, have you ever felt that pull? The one where you want to make a real positive difference, but you're just not sure where to even start? Well, in this explainer, we're diving into a really powerful, ancient idea, what it actually means to be a light in the world.
I think it's a question we all ask ourselves, right? You look around, you see the struggles, the tough stuff, and it is so easy to feel completely overwhelmed by it all. So, what can one person really do? How do we find that strength to shine? That's what we're going to unpack together.
You see, this whole idea of being a light isn't some new age mantra or a self-help trend. Nope, it's an ancient command, something with deep roots. So let's go right to the source of this powerful call to action.
Just listen to the power in these words from Matthew's Gospel. It doesn't say, hey, try to be a light if you can. It says, you are the light of the world. It's a statement about who you are right now. And I love that image of a town on a hill. It's impossible to hide. The whole point of our light is to be seen, not for our own ego, but so that it points people back to the goodness of God.
But here's a really important distinction, and honestly, it changes everything. This call isn't about us trying to generate our own brilliance. I mean, how exhausting would that be? It's just impossible. No, our role is something different. So, if we aren't the flame, then what are we?
The key is this. We're the lampstand. Think about it for a second. A lampstand doesn't create its own light, right? Its whole job is to hold the flame up high so it can light up the entire room. Our job is to be that vessel, the carrier of a light we've been given. This totally shifts the pressure from performance to reception, from trying to create the light to simply carrying it.
Okay, so if we are the vessel, the lampstand, that brings us to what is probably the most important question in all of this.
Right? If it doesn't come from us, from our own efforts or our own goodness, then what's its source? Where does the actual flame that we're supposed to be carrying come from?
And boom, right here in the book of John, we get the answer. It's crystal clear. Jesus himself says, I am the light of the world. He doesn't say he shows the light or has some light. He says he is the light. That's the source. The light we carry is the very light of Christ. It's not something we have to manufacture. It's something we receive when we follow him.
So what does this light actually look like? Well, if we look at Jesus' life, we get a pretty clear picture. It's a light of selfless, sacrificial love. It's a beacon of hope, especially for people who feel forgotten or pushed to the side. And ultimately, it's a light that shows us the way back into a real relationship with God. That is the light we get to carry. Pretty amazing.
All right, so we get it. We're the vessel. Jesus is the source. That's the what. But now we got to talk about the how. How do we actually do this, in our real everyday lives? And listen, this isn't about some huge, dramatic gesture. It's all about the small, consistent choices. It's choosing to be kind when everyone else is being cynical. It's offering forgiveness when every bone in your body wants to hold on to that grudge. It's standing up for what's right, even if you end up standing all by yourself. And maybe the most important one, it's looking at every single person you meet and seeing them with the dignity that God sees in them. Those are the things that make the light visible to everyone.
But we have to remember, a lamp can't shine if it's not plugged in, right? A lampstand is useless if it's disconnected from the flame. If we try to do all of those things, kindness, forgiveness, justice, just on our own power, we're going to burn out fast. Our ability to shine comes directly from staying connected to the source of that light.
So how do we stay connected? How do we abide in that love? Well, it's through prayer. That's just our ongoing conversation with God. It's through reading Scripture, which is how we get to know the character of the light we're carrying. And it's through fellowship, connecting with other people who are on this same journey. We absolutely need each other to help keep our flames burning bright.
So let's kind of zoom out and bring this all together. What does all this mean for our purpose? Well, it means we don't find our meaning by running away from the darkness, but by choosing to shine right in the middle of it.
I absolutely love this quote because it just takes all the pressure off. This isn't a call to be flawless, thank goodness. It's a call to be intentional. The world has enough people trying to look perfect. What it really needs are people who are fueled by God's love and living with a clear and shining purpose.
And that's really the goal, isn't it? To be a beacon of hope in a stormy sea. Think about it. A beacon in a storm doesn't make the waves stop. It doesn't calm the wind. But what it does do is provide a steady, reliable point of light that guides others to safety. That is our purpose, to be a steady, unwavering beacon of God's hope in a world that so often feels like a raging storm.
So as we wrap this up, this last question isn't just a hypothetical.
It's for you, for me, for all of us. Knowing that you were designed to be a lampstand and knowing that your light comes directly from Christ, what's one simple way, just one small thing you can do to let that light shine this week?